Congressman Abante is recognized.
With due respect to the President, whom I have known personally, even before your time, 2004, I've already been here since the 13th Congress. It has always been a nagging problem on the delayed or non-payment of PhilHealth to hospitals. I would like to find out what the real problem is. Because look, we could be able to investigate that today. The problem is still there. Oo. Next year, budget hearing na naman. Oo. Ngayong year, budget hearing na naman ng August. Yun na naman ang pag-uusapan. So we would like to find out what the real problem is when you have all the money. Then you have all the money. Ang iniisip ko, are the minds of the PhilHealth officers are all business, or is the PhilHealth? PhilHealth is not just business. PhilHealth is healthcare. So we would like to find out what the real problem is. Why until now some hospitals are not being paid, and that the payment is delayed. Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think there are a number of reasons, no, Mr. Chair, on honorable committee, no. The first is, well, I entered PhilHealth around 2.5 years ago, no, and what I found out immediately was, number one, there's a shortage of personnel across the board on all departments. So, Mr. Chair, kulang po.
Personnel saan? Sa inyo o sa hospital?
Sa PhilHealth po.
Sa PhilHealth?
Sa PhilHealth po. So, for example po, kulang po kami ng mga abogado, kulang po kami ng mga finance people, kulang kami ng mga... That's why we have a pending reorg with GCG, which is about to be approved and implemented, wherein we will increase our personnel po by around 30%, no. Ang current personnel ng PhilHealth ngayon, we're around 10,000 employees, no. So may increase yan by 30% po. That's the first. Second po, yung
10,000 employees, lahat na yan, from mula sa presidente hanggang sa baba, o yun lang mga sa baba?
Hindi, lahat na yan po, all 17, we cover 17 regions po.
How many lawyers do you have?
I think, estimate number of lawyers, maybe around 40. All over the regions, more than 50 lawyers po.
How many doctors do you have?
Sa personnel po?
Yes.
Doc-ish? Same po, mga over 50 doctors po, all over the region.
Your offices, do you have separate offices from the hospitals, or your offices are in the hospitals themselves?
We have separate offices po.
Separate hospitals?
Yes po.
Okay,
Yes,
in
Mr.
every region?
Yes po.
Okay, go ahead, continue on, Mr.
So
Chair.
po, another reason po is yung digitalization po ng PhilHealth medyo backward, no? That's why that's one of the advocacies, and talagang tinutulak po kami ni beloved President Marcos, no, to focus on our digitalization, no. Actually, our head of IT, Ma'am Jovi, can update this honorable committee on how far we are going and how fast we are going on our digitalization process. Sir, once that is, Mr. Chair, excuse me, once our digitalization process moves forward, a lot of these issues, especially the payments of claims to hospitals, will be addressed, no. And, excuse me, Mr. Chair, I'd like to think also, like I mentioned earlier, we have improved immensely, no, in our payments of claims to hospitals. Now we average almost more than 15 billion a month in payments, and for the 1-year period, we've increased by more than almost 30 to 35 billion increase in payments of claims to hospitals. So we still have long ways to go, Mr. Chair, pero we can see we are really improving substantially, no? And as Sir Net mentioned earlier, we get a lot of commendations from the different hospitals associations that they are happy with the improvement and the acceleration of our payments of claims to hospitals. Maraming salamat po.
But still, okay, Mr. Chair, we would like to commend you on the improvements, no? But as you have mentioned, there's still a lot to do, di ba? So let me ask the IT about the digitalization of PhilHealth. Find out, kasi digitalization not only speed up the payment, but also it actually checks on the corruption. Di ba? So let me ask about the digitalization.
Mr. Chair, may I respond po?
Yes, may I know please identify yourself.
Yeah, I'm Jovi Argona, the SVP.
Jovi
Aragona po.
Aragona, you're
Yes po.
recognized. Okay.
I would like to talk about the digitalization initiative as well as the roadmap of PhilHealth. So right now we have we call legacy systems. Some are automated but not fully. Evidence from the fact that there are documents still being submitted. For the legacy systems, we have actually identified 4 of that major system. Yung po yung tinatawag na health insurance system, the automating of the core processes po ng PhilHealth, everything about the processes, accreditation, membership, contribution, collection. Then we have also the business intelligence for our data analytics. We have the internal system support services management information system. And as far as the requirement of the UHC, meron pong National Health Data Repository. Now, the strategy for the integrated health insurance systems actually focuses on the following strategies. So meron po tayong tinatawag na process streamlining of the processes operation, because if we talk of IT, we don't automate what we have in the existing, but there will be some process automation in that. Number 2, we have client-centric applications wherein we have notification and information immediately after a transaction is conducted in PhilHealth, reduction or totally elimination of all the paper transactions in PhilHealth. Yun po yung naka-timeline sa aming automation. Introduction of technological advancements like artificial intelligence and machine learning, and a lot more. So ang status po ngayon, we are in the stage of outsourcing via managed services yung 4 na systems na mention, no, na sinabi ko po, while we are maintaining po yung legacy system. Last year po, we bidded out these projects. Yung health insurance system po, we have 3 bid fail, pero ang status po ngayon, ika-4th bidding na po namin. So there's 1 who passed the technical and financial evaluation already, and hopefully we will come into negotiation and post-qualification. For the business intelligence system, ito po yung mga data analytics na pwede nating maran yung artificial intelligence. So nagkaroon po tayo ng bid fail, no, last time sa support services. Pero ngayon, meron isa, pero ongoing technical evaluation. And then yung ating National Health Data Repository, na bid out last year, na bid fail naman ng 1 time, and then it will have to be rebidded out still this year. So, hinihintay po namin, ang timeline po namin, since may mga bidded na projects last year na nag-fail, first quarter of this year, we are pursuing rebidding, negotiation, no, and everything. Second quarter and third quarter of this year, the development po of the projects, no, via those firm na ma-outsource natin. And then beginning fourth quarter of this year, we shall be doing modular deployment. Until by 2016, marireplace na po natin yung ating mga legacy system. By modular deployment, together with the assistance also of the DICT, we shall be migrating na po to the new systems that we have. So those po yung mga key strategies and mechanisms that we have line up po for our what we call the integrated health insurance digital transformation system. So it will not be totally internal who will be doing it, but we are going to outsource it via the managed services. And technology-wise, so again, example of the technology adoption, we're moving into the cloud implementation, no, and deployment also. Managed services because we need key expert to be introduced, no, and to help po the internal staff of PhilHealth. So those are among po the strategies and mechanisms of the integrated health insurance digital transformation system.
Thank
Mr. Chairman.
you. Yes, with the indulgence of Congressman Suwan, the Honorable Barbers, Ace Barbers, you are recognized.
Just a short question kasi just following the statement made by Ms. With regards to the digitalization of the whole system, correct? Yung pong cyber security nung I remember that if it's not last year, or 2023, there was a hacking that happened in the system of PhilHealth, di ba? What have you done after the incident occurred?
Sir, Madam, after po the Medusa, that's called the Medusa attack, no, although we are strengthening already the systems, more strengthening happened, and there are different tools, mechanisms that are already lined up for procurement, like the bigger managed security operations center. So we will be procuring and having that for this year. That's one. And then the total data encryption of all the systems and all the data that we have. So we have an office, which is the Information Security Department, which is looking into this one. And they have actually presented the Managed Security Operations Center, which this is a big amount actually. And together with that, and together with the innovative systems that we have, so we have, or we shall be part of those should be part of the digital transformation.
So
security is a prime consideration, sir. Thank you.
So we will be assured that there will be no more data breach or hacking that will happen in the system of the PhilHealth.
That's the target, sir. That the target in terms of the performance with those innovations that we will be introducing.
Oh, napaka-importante po niyan kasi yung data niyan can be used for other cyber crimes. In fact, it's not just the PhilHealth who's a victim of these hacking. A lot of government agencies which store data related to information to our people have also been breached and have also been hacked. So, dapat pinakamahigpit na sistema ang ating i-implement, no, protect all the data that is being stored in your system. Kasi yun, all walks of life, all members. Practically, you're talking of a significant percentage of the population. So, I think it's not just one of those strategies to PhilHealth. It should be the strategy to protect this data from ano. And if this would entail cost, ang dami nyo naman pera eh. So, kayang-kaya nyo yan. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Congressman.
Thank you.
Suwan, too.
Chair would like to recognize the Honorable Warden Suwan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before we proceed, may I just manifest that we should remember that this inquiry is not just about systems, policies, or even institutions. It's about lives, including the sick and vulnerable who are relying totally on our hospitals, and the nurses and doctors who work tirelessly on their behalf. And of course, the dignity of every Filipino who deserves a health system that works. And so I have a few questions regarding the effects of delayed payments by PhilHealth as to our hospitals. And I hope PhilHealth would be able to answer these. Sir, how much on average do you think is the revenue lost by hospitals due to delayed payments from PhilHealth?
Mr.
Sino
Chair,
po sasagot? Yes, PCE Omandi.
can I ask Sir Net to address the question?
Mr.
Mr. Chair.
Lim Siaco, you're
Yes po,
recognized.
Mr. Chair. Honorable Suwan, we do not have the data as of this time, Mr. Chair, on the study, on the loss of the hospital for the delayed payment. What we have, Mr. Chair, as presented kanina, that in the year 2024, upon the instruction of PC Ledesma, somehow PhilHealth finds ways to address this one, and again, as presented, 23.35 days turnaround time posted or recorded in the year 2024 po, Honorable Suwan, sir.
So you're saying that there's only 23 days delayed? Or
That's the number of days that we are processing the claims, Honorable Chair, Honorable Suwan, sir.
but do you consider those, for example, those returned to hospitals as delayed payments?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, these are claims returned to hospital because of the claims defect or may mga kailangan i-comply. Now, these are claims in the hospital that we are expecting them to return to PhilHealth within 60 days so that PhilHealth can process immediately. We are always expecting or informing the hospital that they should submit these claims to us so that we can process and pay on these particular claims, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan.
Yes, Mr. Limsiaco, but that already has an effect on the revenue of our hospitals. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we understand that one very well, Mr. Chair, and it's now the instruction of PCEO to further fast-track the claims processing and look for ways in order for us to address this one. Fast-track the claims processing, reduce the turnaround time, reduce the RTS, and reduce the denied, meaning strengthen the information drive, capability building sa ating mga hospital, and of course, with the relationship of PhilHealth and the Philippine Hospital Association, and of course, we have the Philippine Private Association and other organization. Ito po ay pinag-uusapan and ina-address po ng korporasyon in collaboration with our major stakeholders of the corporation po, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan.
Mr. Limsiaco, do you think there are other financial effects on the hospitals because they were not able to process the return to hospitals, which they were supposed to return to you after they were denied due to the grounds?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, we understand that one very well. That's the reason why we are requesting the hospital, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, two things po. To submit the claims quality, meaning as much as possible compliant to the requirement, and pangalawa, mas mabilis po. As the hospital has also 60 days, we are encouraging them to submit the claims in less number of days so that pagdating sa PhilHealth, may pa-process din po natin ng mabilis, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, sir.
Do you think that smaller or rural hospitals are more affected compared to hospitals in larger cities due to these return to hospitals or delayed payments?
Mr. Chair, the way we see it, tama po kayo. As ang ating mga big hospital has the information system, then may mga tao sila to process the claims and make sure that the submitted claims are free, more or less free of defects, Mr. Chair. Of course, that's the target of the corporation right now, particularly our LG Hospital, Provincial District Hospital, Mr. Chair, that kailangan po natin matulungan and mapapaayos po yung claim submission po sa atin. Again, on the part of PhilHealth, the submission of claims is automated na rin po. In other words, through system na rin siya. That's the reason why somehow na-address yung mga submission ng claims natin na dati nakamano-mano pa ang pagpapadala sa korporasyon po. Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, sir.
So you're confirming that the return to hospitals and those that we consider as delayed payments really have a huge impact on those in rural hospitals?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, sir.
And especially in rural areas where the nearest hospital may be hours away. So what does a financial crisis mean for the availability of basic medical services for such hospitals?
Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, of course, it will redound to, even though mayroon silang budget, sabihin natin, district hospital, provincial hospital sa probinsya, but of course, the money coming from PhilHealth is very critical as well in their operation as mas malaking huge part of their cash flow ay manggagaling sa corporation po. Kaya klaro po sa amin, sa corporation po, with the instruction of PCEO, na babayaran po natin ang claims ng mas mabilis at saka maayos po yung claims processing po natin. Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan.
So you understand that the payment of claims to rural hospitals is very important?
Yes po, very clear po on the part of PhilHealth, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, sir.
Do you have any idea how many rural hospitals are on the brink of closure because of this issue?
Mr. Chair.
Do you have any
Honorable Suwan,
data?
We do not have that information right now, Mr. Chair, Honorable Suwan, sir.
Mr. Chair, do we have any representative from the associations of hospitals? I think they may have more information or data regarding these questions that I am asking.
COMSEC, do we have any representative? Except from the DOH,
Non-invited, Your Honor.
not invited.
Mr. Chair, may I request that we invite someone from the Association of Hospitals so that we may be able to determine the real effect of return to hospital and late payments of PhilHealth as to the operations of these hospitals.
COMSEC, please take note of the manifestation of the Honorable Suwan.
Noted, Chair.
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair.
Yes, PCO
Yes.
Ledesma.
Yeah. We like the very good suggestion of Your Honor. At the same time, Mr. Chair, we will try to furnish the data